Ma. Watching Mom and Dad are at a bluegrass festival in Michigan. Bonnie, hey, from Panama City, Florida. I should have just visited you while I was down there. Brad Vogt, New York, Madison Square Gardens for the Billy Joel concert last night. I've seen clips. Lucky. But that was magical. Hey, sis. Sunny Dawn in Ridgefield, Washington. Kathy Alonzo up in Illinois. And in Memphis, Tennessee, Jules, hey, so good to see you, miss you. Mike Nelson's watching in Washougal, Washington. Thank you so much. Hey, Dina, good to see you. Oh, I'm excited. The crew is here, or getting here at least. After these messages, we'll be right back. Hey, Mark. Shippensville, Pennsylvania. It's been cool to meet folks out there on the road this year that I've never met before, and it's been an honor that you come to the shows. Wally! I miss y'all up there in Illinois, man. A word from our sponsor.
I didn't bring you roses. I didn't kiss you goodnight. I didn't say I love you. I didn't hold you tight. You told me not to leave you, that if I did that you'd be gone. I thought that you would still be here. You never leave me alone. Gave me my first lesson in loneliness.
Hey, Joanne.
You taught me how.
Vicky, Cheryl from Oakwood. Howdy, neighbors. It's good to see you guys. Welcome back to Friday Night Live Stream. It's been a minute. I forgot to put my toes on already. Well, thank you all for being here. It looks like we're seeing the comments. It appears as if we're getting them from both pages, which is super cool. So we're just going to do our best here and get rid of the nerves and just get started. Here's the first track off on my first solo record, and it's called Lesson in Loneliness. I didn't bring you roses, I didn't kiss you goodnight, I didn't say that I love you, I didn't hold you tight, told me not to leave you, if I did that you'd be gone, I thought that you would still be here. You'd never leave me alone. You gave me my first lesson in loneliness, taught me how to cry. You gave me a lesson I won't forget, even if I tried. I should have held you closer, I tried my best to be gave me a lesson I won't forget, a lesson in loneliness, lesson in loneliness. And now I know how lonesome feels. I was a fool for leaving you. Restless nights, they are more than I can take, and these tears that fall are real. I can feel this pain inside, I feel cold and alone, and so if this is how lonesome feels, I can't go on alone. You gave me my first lesson in loneliness, taught me how to cry. You gave me a lesson I won't forget, even if I tried. I should have held you closer and I tried my best to be there when you needed me, but you gave me lesson I won't forget, lesson in loneliness, lesson in loneliness. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing good out there. My name is Daryl Wayne Dasher, Old D-Dub here, and coming to you live, brought to you by Hubert Shoe Grease in Bennett, Colorado. They made it possible for me to get the software set back up and get back to it, so I'm very appreciative of them, and very appreciative of them. And here's one off the Reincarnation record. And since I've been getting back out on the road, I thought I'd sing you this one. It's called Life on the Road. Well, I live my life on the road, singing songs about the things I know. There's nothing in this world I'd rather do than to sing my songs for you.
We sold out a show in Buffalo, partied all the way to Knoxville, had to cancel Tupelo. But it's a heck of a life we've come to know. There's another side of life on the road. Another side you see, not the bright lights on me, but I'm shining like a diamond on the stage. When the curtains close and the bus wheels roll, I'm alone, missing home, and that's a price I pay. Oh, I'd love to get a home cooked meal and get a little taste of something real, and get myself unhooked from these wheels and the other side of life on the road. I fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Well, I'd love to get a friend on the phone, but there's no one awake in any time zone. That's when I feel the most alone. That's the other side of life on the road. There's another side to me, not the bright lights you see. I'm shining like a diamond on the stage. When I'm finally home, feeling warm, not alone, wish I could, I can't stay. I live my life on the road, singing songs about things I might know. There's nothing in this world I'd rather do than to sing my songs for you. It's a heck of a life we've come to know. There's another side of life on that road.
What happened there? Got a little cash influence sneaking in on me. Woo! So it's raining pretty hard in Nashville. So I think I'll turn the humidifier off a little. Okay. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. It looks like Angie's here talking about the tip stuff. We had to start putting it at the bottom because it's been blocking Angie from telling you guys the stuff in the comments, which we've always wanted to do instead of having it on the screen so that it wasn't in your face. But I made it really little. You can zoom in if you have to, and we do appreciate it, though, if you tip. And so thanks, Angie, for mentioning that. We got Michael J. Patterson, one of my favorite harp players in the world. Harmonica harp, that is. Sarah and Ben and the Porter family. Raymond's here. Oh, it's just flying by here. Mike Nelson. Betty Bellamy, good to hear from you. Cannot wait to see you on the road. Robin, I've got to get up there and see y'all. Maybe a Mama Loca's is necessary here. I think we should probably work on that. I've been saying that for a while. Let's get it done. Hey, Bob. Yeah, the accidental cash. I might have to remember that. All right, first request of the evening came from my dear friend Bridget London, and it's a Christofferson song that I recorded on my first record, and we'll give it a shot.
I've seen the morning burning golden on the mountains in the sky. Aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies. Turning on the world the way she smiled upon my soul as I lay dying. And healing as the colors in the sunshine, the shadows of her eyes. Waking in the morning to the feeling of her fingers on my skin. And wiping out the traces of the people in the places that I've been. Teaching me that yesterday was something that I never thought of trying. Talking of tomorrow and the money, love and time we had to spend. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Coming close together with a feeling that I've never known before in my time. She ain't ashamed to be a woman or afraid to be your friend. I don't know the answer to the easy way she's opened every door in my mind. But feeling good was easy as believing it was never gonna end. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again.
All right, Christofferson song that I learned off of a Waylon record, and it was the first tune I got to record with Waymore's old band, and that was all because of Bridget London having faith in me and getting me up to sing with that band without knowing anything about me other than I was a bass player in a rock band at the time. Boy, I got lucky. We both got lucky. It turned out really good. Several of us on here are currently lighting our kayaks for a lighted paddle tonight. Oh my gosh, you guys up there in the Pacific Northwest are just so fun. I mean, that just sounds like the coolest thing. Please send some pictures. That would be so cool to see. I love that you guys do that. I love that my sister's always got a great group of friends around her. It's been sort of the history of her life, which is wonderful. I get to benefit from hanging out with some of them, like Michael J. Patterson. All right, let's see here. Decorating the kayaks. That is so cool. Thank you, Bridget. Kathy says, absolutely. I wouldn't have met so many people, and probably including you guys, if it wasn't for her. So happy to do that request for her this evening. Okay, let's move along to this song here from the Reincarnation record. I might leave my hat off for a minute just to... Oh, that's bad luck. There we go. Stay. Sweating already. Song 4. Speaking of Michael J. He's usually the designated harp player on the kayak trips out there. We'll send this one out to him this evening. I'm back out on that road. I'll think about you every night. Just why I go, it's so hard to show, but I think about you every night. I know that your comforts might up and walk away, that I won't be satisfied. Long is the darkness inside the well of love, and still I won't let it go dry. Now I wish we could live out in them woods, Mother Nature be our only friend. Sunshine to breeze, wolves, bears, and trees, Mother Nature be our only friend. I do believe in something on the other side, but I won't be satisfied. Let's to do some living, you right by my side, and I don't let time pass us by. I won't let it go dry. Whoa, me, ain't no other way to be. Oh my, sure ain't to make you cry. Oh no, I've packed some gear and I've gathered up some clothes. Somehow he always knows I'm gonna go. Something on the other side, but I won't be satisfied. Now here I go, back out on that road, but I'll think about you every night. I can hear Michael playing along with me. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys for letting me play some stuff off my records. I appreciate that. The next request we got here is from Brett Bush. And it was one of my favorite singers of all time, Mr. Alan Jackson, one of my favorite artists, country music artists, and a song I had never heard. So I had to start doing some homework, which was a blessing. I ended up finding a bunch of Alan Jackson stuff I hadn't heard yet. Turns out he's just as good as he ever was. But here's a song. It was written by Adam Wright, Haley Winters, and Sarah Turner, and it's called The Older I Get. Thank you, Brett, for this request. The older I get, the more I think you only get a minute, better live while you're in it, 'cause it's gone with a blink. And the older I get,
It's the people you love, not the money or stuff that makes you rich. And if they found a fountain of youth, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my best years, yeah. The older I get, the fewer friends I have. But you don't need a lot, when the ones that you got have always got your back. And the older I get, the better I am. Knowing when to give and when to just not give a damn. And if they found a fountain of youth, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my best years, yeah. The older I get. The older I get, the longer I pray. I don't know why, I guess that I got more to say. And the older I get, more thankful I feel for the life I've had and all the life I'm living still.
All right, Brett. Alan Jackson song that by request just the other day, too. And I'm so glad you did that. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Amy's here. Hey, Christine. Christine Weaver. Oh, do you know any Two Country for Nashville songs? Not yet. You know what? Betty, I'm going to work out The Last Cowboy in Wyoming because that's a song that's been in the back of my mind for a long time. I was lucky enough to live in Wyoming for a while, so that song is important to me. I'd hope they'd let me sing it. I'll give it a try sometime. Seeing you in Van Wert. Oh, yeah. Van Wert, Ohio. I'm telling you, we're so excited. Here's the flyer here. So this is next Friday, Feel Good Fridays, Fountain Park in Van Wert, Ohio. Come one, come all. Bring your lawn chairs. Gates are at 5 and the show's at 7:30. And we're going to have full band for that one. It's going to be a blast. We got Scott Southworth is going to be opening. And then we've got Mark Levy and #Verl on the bass. Mark Levy's just a renowned Nashville guitarist here. And I can't believe we're going to have him on stage with us, but I'm super excited. And our favorite Northwest Ohio drummer, Chuck Malk, is going to be on drums. And we're going to have a blast, and we're really looking forward to it. So hope we see you there. That kind of brings up the fact that, and then the next day, I'm just throwing, what just happened there? Oops. Tim Sanderson came up with this awesome logo for the t-shirt for Daryl Palooza this year. And that's going to be in Grover Hill the next night. And if you want to come, that's also come one, come all. And great food and just a good time. So let us know if you want to come. I'll send you the address. It's a big secret. All right, let's see. #Verl. Paul and Amy are here. Awesome. Yeah, Scott and Mark Levy. And of course, by the end of the night, you know we're all going to be on stage together because we can't help ourselves. That's just how we do. All right, so let's see here.
When we first met, it was magical, and I just couldn't wait to be your friend. We'd spend our days in the summer haze, hanging round Horseshoe Bend. And all the girls, they just hung their head. They knew who held the reins. Well, I just knew I was truly blessed, and how I'd remember those days when we would ride 1,000 miles. If it meant that we'd both be free, and them hands of time, they just weren't as kind to a horse as wild as me. Well, I was bred to ride them barrels. My daddy was a rodeo champ. I just couldn't stand going round in circles, and one day I broke camp. And I caught you, or you caught me, but it was life as it always should be. Them years, they passed so good, so fast. I hope you'll remember these. When we would ride 1,000 miles, if it meant we'd both be free, the hands of time, they just weren't as kind to a horse wild as me. One careless flick of a cigarette burned down half our land, and in trying to escape, came down hard upon that gate and broke my leg. I hope you'll understand. I know you'd ride 1,000 miles if there was anything you could do. It's just come my time, but I truly hope you'll find another horse wild as you. Then we will ride 1,000 more miles, and I know we'll both be free. And them hands of time ain't got a dime on a horse wild as me. What am I stepping on?
All right, there's some Cletus for you this evening. Go, Cletus, go. Kathy's dancing already. That's good. Your mama is special too. I missed the conversation, but yeah, if you're talking about my mama, well, all mamas are special. Hey, Nicole. Good to see you. Oh, thanks for the Cletus love. All right, let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna play you one that's not definitely didn't write this one. But I just love this song. It's this is a Ryan Bingham song. So I'm gonna send it out to my buddy Jake Bramlett, who I don't think is watching tonight, but Jake kind of brought me back into digging into the Ryan Bingham wormhole. Anywho, this one's called Nobody Knows My Trouble. I've been carrying my trouble in this pack strapped to my shoulder ever since I was a baby. I've been running from everything I know. Don't tell me about my trouble, 'cause nobody knows about my trouble.
Nobody knows about my trouble except for my baby and me. Well, I was born a cowboy way out west in New Mexico. Times were tough, we had to let it go. We moved to town, but they couldn't move it out of me. It was way down in my blood, thicker than anyone understood. Nobody thought that I ever would get away with the trouble in me. I'm carrying my trouble in this pack strapped to my shoulder. Ever since I was a baby, I've been running from everything I know. Don't tell me about my trouble, 'cause nobody knows about my trouble. Nobody knows about my trouble except for my baby and me. Well, it didn't take too long for the pills in the bottom of a bottle to dig a deep grave with a shovel and bury everything that a young boy needs. But I found me a guitar, a lonely night in a border town. My pain, I started to write it down, but it wouldn't stay away from me. Now I've been carrying my trouble in this pack strapped to my shoulder. Ever since I was a baby, I've been running from everything I know. Don't tell me about my trouble, 'cause nobody knows about my trouble. Nobody knows about my trouble except for my baby and me. And so I got the hell out of there, made my way up to the big town, checked myself into the lost and found. What do you know? My baby come for me. Now I'm living the good life, away from all of the bad advice. Take every day like it's a paradise. So people stay away from me. I've been carrying my trouble in this pack strapped to my shoulder. Ever since I was a baby, I've been running from everything I know. Don't tell me about my trouble, 'cause nobody knows about my trouble. Nobody knows about my trouble except for my baby and me.
All right, Ryan Bingham for you this evening. That's the surprise song of the evening. Plus, I wanted to work it out in case we might happen to play it in Van Wert. Give Dad a good practice tape here. All right. Yeah, Dad's probably jamming out at the Bluegrass Festival. Joshua in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Loves Dasher. Oh, thank you so much. Loves back. I remember, I think we met you at Beale Street Tap Room in Memphis, Tennessee, years and years ago. There's a few people on here that were there that night, actually. That's pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to play some Mellow Down Easy after a while. All right. Here's one off the new record. I hadn't touched anything off the new record yet tonight.
Birds are nesting in the ferns outside my window. They are the soundtrack to my day. So I sip my coffee and decide which way the wind blows. I don't have very much to say. So me and Destin take a walk along the pathway. He's got them rabbits on the run. I'm just happy that I've woken on a new day, and for my trip around the sun, driving round tripping round the sun, tripping around, I'm just tripping around the sun. Oh. Sometimes I feel like I may need a new philosophy. Well, I'm not sure yet what I mean. Baby, I'm blooming as I shake this weight right off of me. Feels like the coming of the spring. Now I'd like to welcome this whole world into my rainbow, a world where everyone is free. One big kaleidoscope of love outside my window, where everybody does their thing. Tripping round, tripping round, tripping round the sun. Tripping round, tripping around, we're all tripping around the sun. Birds are nesting in the ferns outside my window. Another year has just begun. I sip my coffee, decide which way the wind blows. My next trip around the sun. Tripping round, tripping round, tripping round the sun. Tripping round, tripping around, we're all tripping around the same sun.
Hey, I got Uncle John's pick tonight. All right. Oh, Joelle's here. Hey, Joelle, maybe Leanne too, I don't know, but love you guys, miss you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for bringing so many great people into our lives here. My kind of tripping, Kathy says, that's right. That even made, oh look, shameless. It even made the t-shirt design. Tim Sanderson worked that out for us. Oh. Just for the record, I did not come up with the name Daryl Palooza, and I'm working daily on accepting it as Scott Southworth always says, just say it, Daryl Palooza. I definitely don't feel worthy, but certainly grateful that we have so much fun there in the Grover Hill area and do something cool every year. Usually we're raising some money and leaving it in the neighborhood there. Indy Rosser is drifting down the outback. I have no idea what time in the morning or whatever it is in Australia, in the Australian outback, but Indy Rosser is literally an outback trucker. We're honored that he pops in here when he does. He's a great singer. He has a lot of time to sing in his truck, and he often posts videos, and he also recorded a version of Mountains of Montana, which just blows my mind that he did that. That meant a lot to me. And yeah, safe travels out there, mate. Appreciate you coming on. We miss you. I'm gonna get there to see you one of these days. got friends that are starting to go over there, so maybe we'll work it out. Oh, thanks, Bob. New fan and his dad. I appreciate you bringing him on board. Welcome, Bob's dad. Oh, Trudy's here. Very cool. Say it. Oh, Brad, I saw the video of Axl Rose and Billy Joel. I guess that was from last night. You guys, I bet that was a crazy show. Madison Square Garden. All right, here. So, speaking of tripping around the sun, I've got a friend, Don Vitipo, a dear friend, who I've done a lot of work with. He's invited us to work with him a lot with the military assistance program, and got to do some very special things. It's always good for your soul when you get to work with Don Vitipo, and I had introduced them a few years ago to Miss Betsy out in Port Angeles, Washington, with the Captain Joseph House Foundation, which is something near and dear to my heart. And they were on a cruise in Alaska and decided to slide on down to Port Angeles and visit Miss Betsy and see the house. And Don FaceTimed me during this situation. And I think I've actually got what happened here was he surprised both Betsy and I with donating another $10,000 check to the foundation. Here it is. That's where it's at right there, you guys. I'm glad I wasn't balling my face off in the picture yet. But anyway, that was something really cool, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Don Vitipo in RNDA Military Assistance Program out of Virginia. And wow, I mean, that was something super special. So good vibes out there, good vibes happening all around us. It's true. We can't help it. We just got to pay attention to the good stuff and let some of the bad roll off sometimes. Just turn the TV off. Okay, so Homer Patiño III in Buda, Texas, had been requesting this song, and the one time I did it, he wasn't here. I'm not sure if he's here tonight. And I did not have a lot of time to prepare, and it's a Marty Robbins song with 1,000 words, like all of his songs. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway, and y'all wish me luck. It's a great, fun song anyway, and I love the song. So for Homer, Continental suit. He walks out in the arena, all dressed up to the brim. Says he just come down from a place called Highland Rim. He said he'd come to ride the horse, the one they call the Brew. And he came, didn't look like a cowboy in his Continental suit. We snickered at the way he dressed, but he never said a word. Walked on past the rest of us as if he never heard. $1,000 went to the man who could ride this wild cayuse. A meaner horse was never born than the one they call the Brew. The horse that he was looking for was in chute number 8. He walks up very slowly, puts his hand upon the gate. We knew he was a thoroughbred when he pulled his sack of dukes from the inside pocket of his Continental suit. Well, he rolled himself a quirly and he lit it standing there. Blew himself a smoke ring and he watched it disappear. We thought he must be crazy as he opened up the gate. Standing just inside was 1,500 pounds of hay. Buckskin tried to run him down, but the stranger was too quick. He stepped aside and threw his arms around the horse's neck. He pulled himself upon the back of the one they call the Brute. Sat like he was born there in his Continental suit. Well, the Brute's hind end was in the air. The
front end on the ground, kicking and a-squealing, trying to shake the stranger down. But the stranger didn't give an inch. He came to ride the brute, and he came to ride the buckskin in his continental suit. Well, I turned around to look at Jim, and he was a-watching me. Said, I don't believe the crazy things I think I see, but I think I see the outlaw, the one they call the brute, ridden by a cowboy in a continental suit. The brute came to a standstill, ashamed that he'd been rode by some city cowboy in some continental clothes. The stranger took his money, and we haven't seen him since. We don't know where he came from, and we don't know where he's been. The moral of the story, never judge by what they wear. Underneath some ragged clothes could be a millionaire. People, just you listen, don't be fooled by this galoot. This sure enough bronc buster in a continental suit. All right. Not super smooth there, Homer, but I'll have to have more than a day the next time to work that one out, but I love that song. What a good story. Rob Behrens is in the house. How's everybody doing? I think we're doing good. Rob, how are you doing? It's good to see you on here. Jane Jones never heard that particular Marty Robbins song. Yeah, that's a deep cut right there. Hey, Terry. Yeah, in Winnipeg. Ran into some people from Toronto, actually, at the campground last week in Florida. It was pretty cool. They, we'd only met one time, but we had camped next door to each other for a while a year ago, and the kids were fascinated with Destin, my dog, and there's a little flag out front of the camper that has a picture of Destin on it, and the kids recognized him, and so they stopped by the camper, and we talked for a little bit. Talked about how the Predators have Steven Stamkos, and always good to have hockey talk, no matter where you are. Rob's got a Daryl Palooza shirt coming. Awesome. Wish you were coming too. You know, not that far from Chicago. All right, so the next one is kind of up to you guys. Thanks, Jules. I'm sure Joel has done Cowboy in a Continental Suit. I'll guarantee you he has. I'm not sure there's a song he hasn't done, come to think of it. I would like to know. Or a classic country song that Joel has not done. So, let's see here. Do you want Brothers Osborne or George Strait? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Elvis Blues and Ridiculous Things. Okay, we'll go that way. All right, Donnie, get your paddles ready. Tell the story about how my week began. It's on my laptop calculator and typing numbers in. Suddenly a bird flew down the hallway through the door, and them numbers didn't hold a single meaning anymore. He sang us all a song he said he'd like to call the Elvis Blues. Well, you might not believe me when I tell you what came next. Like that bird, it laid upon me some voodoo kind of head. I sprouted wings and flew right through the sky so warm and blue. I swear I started singing the voice I thought I knew, and I just couldn't kick a man. Them low down Elvis blues. Tuesday came quickly and I thought I got this licked. Got the hang of my new wings. I was diving just for kicks. Them worms tasted better than they did when I was a kid. The voice I thought I liked, well, I sang my brand new tune. It's a little strain I've come to name Elvis Blues. It was alright and I was just wondering what came next. How long would I stay like this? Should I build a nest? Flew on down to Ace Hardware. After all, I ain't no slacker. Saw a man inside and he looked just like Marty Lacker. So I thought I'd just sing for him my brand new Elvis Blues. Marty Lacker, Google. Marty jumped back and looked just like he'd seen a ghost. And instead of feeling wings, well, I started feeling toes. Marty took off out the window like a crow. So I stole his car and followed him. Now is that such a sin? I had to know what happened, had to hear that song again. He flew on down to Graceland, couldn't afford to get in. So he found himself a wire where there were no parking dues, and he sang straight to the real fans his brand new Elvis Blues. At my desk, and I just couldn't explain the sinking feeling in my chest. Shut that laptop calculator and solemnly I quit. Grabbed my guitar and a capo and a half a dozen picks. I found the best crowd to croon right here on Friday Night Livestream. My brand new Elvis Balloon.
Good night. Well, thank you guys for that. Thanks, Don, for that request. I thought I can get away with my hat now, but I am sweating. All right. Elvis and Marty Darrell. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we're just over an hour. I've kind of gone over, which I do sometimes. Missed a couple of requests, though, so I'm going to end with a couple of those. And this first one is for our dear Kathy Alonzo, the dancer. Always dancing in here on the emojis. And thanks, Nicole. And she had requested Statue of a Fool. And haven't practiced it in a while, but I ain't gonna say no to Kathy, and I'll tell you why, because a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And happy birthday, dear
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Kathy. Little birdie named Angie told me that was your birthday today. Hope you had an awesome day. And yeah, so I better go back to Uncle John's pick because this is the song that he also requests usually. So give it a shot. Here you go, Kathy.
A Jack Green song. Somewhere there should be for all the world to see a statue of a fool made of stone. The image of a man who let love slip through his hand, and then just let him stand there all alone. And there on his face a gold tear should be placed to honor all those million tears he's cried, and the hurt in his eyes should show, so everyone would know that concealed is a broken heart inside. So build me a statue, oh, in London and high, so that all can see. Then inscribed on the world's greatest fool, and name it after me. After me. Happy birthday, Kathy! Oh, didn't lose it.
Well, y'all have been such a fun audience this evening. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting us via the tips and everything. It always means a lot to me. And it's noon Saturday in Australia. Time travel. Well, we're just glad you're here, Indy. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Kayla. See you next week in the park. That's going to be a blast. We are going to have fun. I can't say I'm going to sing all the right words or anything, but I know we're going to have fun. So this is, I'm going to leave you with one here that was a request. It was one of the first requests I got, but ironically, I had already written it on the set list, and I have not done it in ages. And so Paul and Amy Schrader requested a song from my Great Big Sky record, and it's called Leave the Rest Alone. I think we'll just go out on that one this evening. But I love and miss you guys, and I'm glad to be on the road and seeing some of you out there. And yeah, thanks for supporting independent music. Thanks again to Hubert Shoegrease for the support, and matching tips, and helping with software, and just helping in every way that that they can to keep us on the road. Yeah, this weekend, hopefully we'll see you either in Van Wert or Grover Hill. Also coming up is Pensacola Beach Songwriter Festival in October. We've got the Frank Brown in November. I've got new shirts. We've got new merchandise on the road. Here's the women's V-neck. I mean, just selfishly just throwing all this stuff on there right now, but it's not on the store yet. It's going to be a tour only here at the beginning of the tour, and we'll put it on the store in the fall. But anyway, I hope that everybody's doing good. I hope that you're getting along with everybody that's important to you.
It appears we're in a time of indecision, in a time when most things just don't feel right. In between the dawn and the collision that seems inevitable and yet just out of sight. And it's alright to feel a little uneasy, or even scared when something shows you to your soul. Just stand true, for the times they are gonna be changing. I don't believe that we're destined to lose control. And do you feel the storm a-coming? Do we all feel the same? Are we headed toward the places that we've already been? And have we learned nothing as much as we've grown? Just love yourself, love each other, and leave the rest alone. Now it seems hard to see the good through all evil, in the years when times are tough and war is nigh, when it feels wrong to shake the hand of a stranger. Well, then fear is one, the devil's to lie. So that's why you'll find me smiling at you, stranger, for together we're much stronger than apart. And if we're all equal little parts of a much larger picture, we might pull ourselves together to heal some wounded hearts. And do you feel the storm a-coming? Do we all feel the same? We headed toward the places that we've already been. And have we learned nothing as much as we've grown? Love yourself, love each other, just leave the rest alone. Love yourself, love each other, and if you can, you leave the rest alone.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening this evening. I had a great time playing for you, and I hope you had a good time too. Thanks for sharing the feed. Thank you for the tips in advance. Of course, I'll send you messages afterwards. And yeah, just love seeing all y'all in here. I appreciate you very much, and we'll see you the next time. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you, guys.